When you think about traveling in Japan, big cities like Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto probably pop into your head. But besides these famous and popular places, there are so many incredible sites, neighborhoods, nature spots, and places all around this country. If you're tired of the big cities or the famous tourist spots, if you want to avoid the crowd and visit a unique yet incredible place in Japan, here are 10 best underrated places that I personally love and I think you should probably add to your bucket list. Let's dive right in and check out these 10 amazing neighborhoods and places around Japan. The first place is KAWAGOE. KAWAGOE is located in Saitama, just about 30 minutes by train from Tokyo. In the Edo period, KAWAGOE was served as a defense line in the northern part of Edo by Ieyasu Tokugawa, and the area was developed as a castle town. A lot of merchants built warehouses in KAWAGOE, and these merchant houses still remain here today, making this area known as Little Edo. Here in KAWAGOE, you can enjoy the old Japan town atmosphere. There are also many different kimono rental shops in KAWAGOE as well, in case you're interested in joining a kimono experience. Another one of KAWAGOE's charm is that there are many different gourmet spots. KAWAGOE is famous for eel, and there are many eel shops in the city. If you like unagi, definitely stop by one of the many unagi restaurants. In KAWAGOE, you can find about 70 confectionery shops selling traditional Japanese snacks like rice crackers, mochi, candy balls, and other old school Japanese sweets. If you like sweet potato, KAWAGOE is the place for you. There are lots of things for you to try here, like sweet potato coffee, sweet potato ice cream, and even sweet potato beer. You can truly indulge in this nostalgic atmosphere here. Okay, moving on to the second underrated place in Japan for you, which is NIIJIMA. When you think of islands in Japan, you probably think of Okinawa or somewhere far away from the cities, but did you know that there are actually 11 islands that are part of Tokyo? Around 2,700 people live on this island, and a lot of oceanic species and birds migrate through NIIJIMA. You can even spot sperm whales and humpback whales from here. NIIJIMA is a great place for surfing. The beaches are long and sandy, and they all face different directions, so whichever way the wind is blowing, you can always catch some waves. My personal favorite spot on this island is Mamashita Beach. Mamashita Beach is surrounded by cliffs located along the southwest part of NIIJIMA. The coastline of the beach offers a lot of little secluded spots to admire the view, including Mount Fuji on a clear day. You'll be surprised by how blue the ocean is. Like most of the volcanic Tokyo islands, NIIJIMA also has hot springs. Once you are done enjoying Mamashita Beach, you can visit Yunohama Roten Onsen, which is right next to Mamashita Beach, around 5 minutes walk away. It's a large outdoor bath built in an ancient Greek-style ruins. It gives you really stunning panoramic views of the setting sun and Pacific Ocean. The amazing part about this Rotenburo is that it's free for all to use, and it's a mixed gender bath. Okay, the third underrated place I want to introduce to you is ZAMAMI. Located in the south part of Japan, Okinawa is a gorgeous prefecture with stunning oceans, lush mountain ranges, and all kinds of entertaining water sports for you to enjoy. Inside the Okinawa Islands, you'll find ZAMAMI, which is one of the most gorgeous and tranquil places I've ever been to. ZAMAMI Island can be easily accessible from Naha, the capital of Okinawa Prefecture. You can take a ferry from Naha in about 1 to 2 hours. ZAMAMI Island is known for watching whales and sea turtles in their natural habitat. You can also go snorkeling, diving, kayaking, go enjoy the beaches, hiking, local food and drinks, and more. If you like visiting beaches, you will love ZAMAMI. Furuzamami Beach is the main beach of ZAMAMI Island. The pure white sand, the emerald green sea is beyond description. Here at Furuzamami Beach, you can find tropical fish in the shallow water below 1 meter, so even beginners can enjoy snorkeling here. Ama Beach is another gorgeous beach where you can observe sea turtles. There is a high probability of encountering sea turtles in this area because of the huge amount of seaweeds that feed the sea turtles at the beach. Make sure to come here during high tide because you'll be able to see the sea turtles eating just meters away from the shore. The sea turtles come up to the surface to breathe as well, so they'll get really close to you. Alright, next up on the list, we've got YANAGAWA. YANAGAWA is a city on Japan's Kyushu Island. It's called the City of Water and Venice of Kyushu because of its 470 kilometers of canals. The city's canals are lined with willow trees and beautiful architecture and structures. If you come to YANAGAWA for a trip, you will have to experience taking the traditional Japanese low flat boats called donkobune. Your guide transports the boat with a pole and takes you on an incredible trip through the canals. The trip absolutely blew my mind, and for what you're paying for, I think you definitely get your money's worth and more. In the middle of the course, you're also taken to a water shop where you can buy different snacks and drinks like amazake, ice cream, and other snacks. Shotoen is another beautiful site that you can easily walk to from where you get off the boat. It's a pond garden surrounded by black pine trees, and you can enjoy the view from the tatami room here. It was designated as a national scenic spot in 1978 as a famous garden. The next underrated spot is Izu Peninsula. Popular for the resort areas, the hot springs, the beautiful coastline, and beaches, Izu Peninsula is a wonderful place for a vacation. It takes a couple of hours to get here from central Tokyo, making it a great place for weekend trips. There are so many different amazing spots around Izu Peninsula for you to visit, and here are some that I have been to and have loved. One of them is Jogashiki Coast. The unique coastline is created with lava that flowed out when Mount Omuro erupted about 4,000 years ago. The entire course is about 9 kilometers long, but there are many entrances and exits, so you don't have to complete the entire course. The Kadowa Kitsuri Bridge is another really popular site here. It is 48 meters long at a height of about 28 meters, making it a thrilling scenic spot. Another place I would highly recommend you to go check out is Komuroyama Ridge Walk Misora. It is a gorgeous new facility that recently opened in April 2021. You can enjoy the magnificent natural scenery of the sea and the sky in Ito City. It is a great place to just relax, surrounded by greenery and the gorgeous view. If you want to visit a beach, Shirahama is definitely one that you will love. It's a massive white sandy beach extending up to 700 meters. A lot of surfers and young people come here every single year. Since Shirahama Beach is quite spacious, even during peak seasons, you'll still be able to enjoy the ocean and the sand with your own space. Alright, next up we've got AMANOHASHIDATE. AMANOHASHIDATE is located in Kyoto Prefecture and is known as one of the 3 most scenic spots in Japan. It takes roughly 2 hours to get here from central Kyoto area. AMANOHASHIDATE translates to bridge to heaven, and there's a legend that says the bridge was formed when an ancient dragon god flew to heaven. AMANOHASHIDATE is a sand split that separates the Miyazu Bay and the Aso Sea from north to south. The 3-kilometer stretch of AMANOHASHIDATE runs across the bay with a beautiful sandy beach running along the way. During summer, you can take a swim in the beach. When it snows in northern Kyoto in winter, AMANOHASHIDATE becomes such a fantastic sight. The area is covered in snow and you can cross the bridge while taking in the view. Besides this spot, there are also other attractions in the area for you to explore, like a few temples and shrines and a small amusement park, as well as observation decks. Okay, moving on to the next place that I want to recommend to you, which is KARUIZAWA. KARUIZAWA is a beautiful area where you can visit nature and also shop and enjoy amazing food. KARUIZAWA Shiraito Falls is a popular spot to visit, and if you come to this area, you should definitely check it out. But just keep in mind that it won't be as pretty in certain parts of winter. I came here in the beginning of winter, and the ground was very icy and slippery, and the falls weren't that pretty. The Uchimura Kanzo Memorial Stone Church is a unique church made in stones, and it's a really interesting site. It is another recommended spot that a lot of people visit. One underrated place that I visited and loved is the Onioshidashi Volcanic Park. There are so many breathtaking views that you can see from this park. The park features a landscape of volcanic rocks from the 1783 big eruption of Mount Asama. There's also a temple on top of the volcanic rocks that you can visit when you're here. Old Karuizawa Ginza Street is another area that you should visit, and there's also Karuizawa Prince Shopping Plaza, which is an amazing place to shop for great deals. Overall, it's a great place to visit either on a day trip or a weekend trip. You can also easily get around with public transportation, but getting a car is also a great option for you. Next, we've got Tama Lake and Sayama Hills. One of my personal favorite areas in Tokyo, Tama Lake and Sayama Hills are beautiful places to stop by to get away from the hustle and the bustle. I stumbled across this area randomly and absolutely loved it. Tama Lake and Sayama Lake are water supply reservoirs. They take up a large area just north of Tokyo, and you can get there easily from Shinjuku Station. Tama Lake is massive. You can either take a stroll or take a bicycle here. You can also stop by the Sayama Park here, which is a great spot to enjoy cherry blossoms and autumn leaves, and there are different events happening throughout the year. Just across the bridge through Tama Lake, you'll find Sayama Hills. It's known as Totoro Forest because it inspired the movie My Neighbor Totoro. If you haven't seen the movie, you should definitely watch it. This area is very peaceful and you'll feel like you have walked into a different world. Tama Lake, Sayama Lake, and Sayama Hills are quiet and peaceful, perfect for relaxation. If you decide to come here on a sunny day, make sure to bring sunscreen because there's not much shade. There aren't many shops either, so make sure to pack food and drinks. Another amazing underrated place in Japan for you is Mount Nokogiri. If you have seen photos of Japan with a viewpoint extending from a cliff, then chances are it is Mount Nokogiri. Mount Nokogiri is located in Boso Peninsula in Chiba. It's one of Japan's 100 lowest mountains. This mountain is known as Sawtooth Mountain because of the rock walls and the sides along the way. At the peak of Mount Nokogiri, you'll find the impressive viewpoint including Jigoku Nozoki, which means view of hell. It sticks out at the top of the cliff. It offers such a fantastic view over Tokyo Bay, and from here you can take the path leading you up to Nihonji Daibutsu, which is the largest pre-modern stone-carved Buddha in Japan. The temple was originally a monastery and it has been abandoned and revived multiple times through the ages. It is a must-visit site in the area. Also, at the end of the trail, it takes you to a massive collection of hand-carved sculptures. Although there used to be 1,500 of these sculptures, only 538 of them survived because of an anti-Buddhist movement in the Meiji period. You can get to the top of Mount Nokogiri by the ropeway or by hiking. The hiking trail can be quite challenging, but there are mini Buddhas along the way to accompany you. It's such a magnificent day trip from Tokyo that not many people know about. Okay, the next underrated place in Japan for you is Takachiho Gorge. Takachiho Gorge is a gorge formed by the erosion of Asa lava. The 80 to 100 meters tall cliffs stretch out for about 7 kilometers. It's especially beautiful in autumn when the leaves are changing colors. The geometric rock formations and the beautiful scenery created by the emerald green water surface are some of the mystery sites that represent Kyushu. Takachiho Gorge is one of Japan's leading scenic spots, which was designated as a National Scenic Natural Monument in 1934. It's known for its unique shaped valley surrounded by waterfalls. The best way to visit Takachiho Gorge is by renting a boat and moving freely along the river. From the boat, you'll come across different beautiful sights, and without a boat, it will be hard to get to some of these places. The biggest attraction here is Manai Waterfall. It's a famous waterfall and has been selected as one of the 100 best waterfalls in Japan. Looking up from the boat at the waterfall is a very impressive sight. Besides the Takachiho Gorge, there are many sightseeing spots in this area where you can experience local history and local cultural practices. If you get a chance to come here, take your time and immerse yourself in this beautiful scenery. These places don't just provide beautiful nature, but also amazing Japanese history and culture experiences. If you need to get away from the hustle and the bustle of big cities, take a day or more enjoying these spots. What do you think about these places in Japan? Let us know in the comment section down below. If you want to find out more about local areas and local neighborhoods in Japan, make sure to check out the link I put in the description box down below. We've got a collection of free gifts to help you with your life and travel here in Japan, so if you're interested in grabbing that for free, make sure to have a look in the description box as well. We've got more videos coming your way, so make sure to subscribe and press the bell notification. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.